a sinner, left my lover crying on the dance floor. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner.
Welcome back to Paranormasight. Preparing for battle. Together with Yoshimi's fiancée Mayu, Yako and Mio report all that they've learned so far to Tsutsumi and the others. Putting all their stories together, they can see their final objective at long last. Mr. Tsutsumi, this is Mayu Chozawa. I forgot to mute that. Ah, so you're the one. The Sumida police was looking for you. Glad to see you're alright. Sorry, I should have told someone I was okay. I was just so pissed. Falling right into Haihaku's hands, I got myself into some deep shit. Haihaku seems like they're still up to something. We'll have to make sure they clean up their act once and for all. Get it? Because they sell soap? Nice one, boss. You're really on top of your game today. Stop trying to make me feel better. I shouldn't have said anything. More importantly, Mayu, thank you for your cooperation with Yoshimi. We'll get to the bottom of it, I promise. Oh, you must be Detective Irio. I heard a lot about you from Hajime. I'll be counting on you. Catch whoever did this, no matter what. Oh, Mr. Tsutsumi. I received a message from Paranormal Affairs earlier. It wasn't from Nakagoshi, but I had someone look into something for me. So even the desk jockeys are lending a hand? Brings a tear to your eye. So what'd they say? Right, about the Onmyoji woman who was in Edo at the time of Honjo incident. She was a person of great beauty and discerning taste, but also shamelessly did whatever she wanted. It seemed to match the person seen in the resentful memory of the foot-washing mansion. Huh? So she must have been the one who fought with Simon over the right? And they found her name was Ashino. Ashino, huh? What else? That's all. That's not much help. Oh, but apparently she was quite the powerful Onmyoji. And she died bearing a simply powerful resentment. It's possible that she became a vengeful spirit with a connection to the Seven Mysteries. A vengeful spirit? If any descendants of Ashino, or people otherwise closely aligned with her, live today, there's a possibility that the spirit awakened and possessed them. Yeah, you mentioned before that spirits can possess people who are closely in sync with them. Though this of course doesn't mean the spirit houses her complete personality. Her resentment and her spirit power, those are the parts of her that would have been the strongest influence. Since Simon's descendants are still around and present, it wouldn't be surprising if Ashino's were too. They might just be desk jockeys, but they wouldn't give us this info if it was only speculation. They must have found some amount of evidence looking into abnormal phenomenon or things like that. Oh, the Feast of Shadows. There it is, our abnormal phenomenon. Mio, what do you mean? The person who initiated the curse this time, who would have been calling the mastermind? They might be possessed by the vengeful spirit of an Onmyoji named Oshino, the enemy of Simon. Do we have any idea who they could be or where to find them? Like, if you look for them, Mio, would you be able to tell right away? It's like how I didn't realize that Michio had fused with your consciences, Yako. Common spirits will leak spirit energy left and right, so I can notice them just by looking carefully. But when spirits of a higher caliber fuse with someone's consciousness, detecting them isn't that simple. Oh. I'm sorry, but my skills still need a lot of work, and I don't have anything else to offer. Mio, that's not true at all. You're fine. We'll make this work somehow or other. Thanks. They're all but finished investigating the crime scene. The police have mostly left. But they're letting us use the school as our base of communication, as per Inspector Tsutsumi request. I heard you had a curse stone too? Yeah, I should give it to you then, alright? Those things really are a pain in the ass. I'll gladly hand it over to you before it starts giving me any crazy ideas. So this is the beckoning light, huh? Alright, it's safe and sound with me. Sorry you won't be able to bring him back. Don't worry about it. He and I were always prepared for the worst anyway. What the? What's wrong? Damn. The trigger for the beckoning light's curse is some serious shit. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I said I'd give me weird ideas. See what I mean now? How's it work? I'll leave you a note you can read later. You have more important things to worry about right now. Right. Mr. Tsutsumi. Does that make it 5 curse stones that you've gathered now? Should be. I want to get the other 4 under wraps as soon as we can. Let's see. I have no idea about the Whispering Canal. Someone made off with the one-sided reed which Najima had. Yeah. Damn shame. After that, we don't know about the Taiko of Sugata either, do we? So we can assume that curse bearers are still prowling around out there with those ones. What a headache. Hopefully we can find them soon. Oh, Mayu, did you meet with Hitomi? Yeah, I met her at the spot I was told. She was acting tough, but I think the incident with Hajime has her really shaken up. I briefly explained our situation and had her give Hajime's talisman to me. Here, this is what you're looking for, right? Yes, I believe that's it. Thank you so much. Mr. Tsutsumi, about this. Right. You should hold on to it, Mio. Not like we could use it as it is. Try to figure out what we'll need to do once we get both halves together. Understood. I'll see what I can do. Mayu rushed to Hitomi's place and back for us. She's been trying to appear calm, but I'm sure she must still be in shock. I bet he's making jokes and stuff at a time like this because he doesn't want to be stressed out. I wonder if he's able to stay calm because of the experience or if he's just that kind of person. I feel like it's because he's that kind of person. Detective Irio was nice enough to give us some drinks earlier. Sorry, trying to fix my mic. Seeing a detective take time for little things like that helps put my mind at ease. Come to think of it, did old man Ashimiya end up getting away? So word's already out, huh? He was cornered but managed to take a hostage and escape. Is what I heard on the radio. What happened after that? So that's all they're reporting. Here's what really happened. He was killed? Yeah, he was. And the hostage was Tsutsumi daughter, whose whereabouts are still unknown? Yep, his daughter showing up was a huge surprise. Even Boss couldn't believe it. Damn it, the hell do you expect? No one could have seen that coming. So there's already an emergency search underway for her as a key witness and suspect. I'll be rejoining the search for her after we're done here. Key witness and suspect? But wasn't she a hostage? Could she have killed Najima and fled the scene? Well, it's just a possibility. If we're talking possibilities, might as well tell them everything. It's very likely that Najima was killed by a cursed stone. What? By a cursed stone? Oh, it's already evening, so the effects of the Feast of Shadows would have been starting to return. Yeah, which makes it more likely that the cursed stone was used to kill him. Boss, you're repeating yourself. Try to calm down for a second. But that would mean the inspector's daughter is probably a curse bearer, right? Huh? Did you say something? Maybe I'm losing my hearing in my old age? Boss, you can hear just fine. Don't play the old man card every time you want to get out of something. We even talked about how she might have been like... She might have the Taiko of Sugato, if that's the case. Did we? My memory's a little hazy. You've got a soft spot for your daughter, don't you, Inspector? It's a little too close to home, Bao. But either way, we have to find her as soon as possible. That's why, okay. All the more reason for you to get back at the search. Best of luck. What the hell has she gotten herself into? I didn't mean to skip that. That was an actual accident. Basically, I believe the mastermind behind everything is a woman possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Amyoji, Ashino. I see. Is this mastermind also the one who killed Hajime trying to get the Records of Fate Yin scroll? Yes, I think that's very likely. So that's how it is, huh? Then I want you to catch them no matter what. Do you know where the other talisman is? Yes, probably. This is Hajime's last job. Finish it for him, okay? We will. Now is that everything we need to chat about? If we don't need anything else, we'll be going back to the search. Actually, there is one thing. Oh, what's that? Just completely hypothetically. Hypothetically, what if the inspector's daughter was the mastermind? I mean, she's a woman. It seems like she was after the talismans. Sorry, don't really understand what you mean. Boss, come on, we gotta look at the facts. But that would mean Inspector Satsumi would also have to be one of Ishino's descendants. Oh, right. You're just a normal person, right, Inspector? Unless that's why you're so resistant to the paranormal. Don't believe I ever heard anything about being related to some Amyoji. Oh. But, well, if you put it like that, her being the mastermind, it's possible. Really? I say possible, but I mean unlikely is what I meant to say. What I want to think. Damn it, I don't even want to imagine it. Boss, if we're going to consider it, we have to do it properly. No dragging your heels about it. Nah, it's not that. There's something I never told her. Never wanted to tell her. The truth is, she's not my real daughter. What? 20 years ago, well, it's a long story, but we took her in when she was just a baby. Do you know anything about her birth parents? You could say I do, I guess, but really I don't know anything. What's that supposed to mean? I don't get it. Irio? You heard what I said, didn't you? Just now? About 20 years ago? No, boss, that can't be! Nejima's... That's right. When we arrested Fumachika Nejima, there was a baby at his house, on the brink of death. That was my daughter, Ayami Satsumi. She goes by Ayami Tano now. What? Someone had to take care of her. A baby holds no blame for the circumstances she came from. But, boss! According to Nejima, that baby... It's his former lover reincarnated using black magic. What? Personally, I think that story's bullshit. According to Nejima. My goodness. It's hard to believe from Nejima's behavior, but could it really be true? I got a few doubts. we have to question whether the Shino woman really ever existed in the first place. There are no records of her and no body was found. Her name never came up once during the investigation. Even if the woman really existed, I'm skeptical that someone could be reincarnated as a baby through black magic. I agree. No matter how you look at it, a spell with that effect is hard to believe. Even the supernatural has rules that must be followed. Seems more likely he deluded himself, not wanting to recognize that a spell he risked his life for failed to work. That's my thinking too. The more natural conclusion is that the baby is his and Shino's and that she died in childbirth. As long as we don't know Shino's origins, we have to consider the possibility that she could be descended from a Shino. If nothing else, their names are pretty similar. Okay, assuming all of that is true for a moment. Ayami getting taken away by Najima and then killing him? That would mean she killed her own father. Calm down. This is all just conjecture. But now that Najima's dead, we have no means of investigation. So regardless of everything, there's only one thing that matters. She's my daughter. As her parent, I'm responsible for her. Nothing can change that. I understand. Alright, we should get back to the search. We'll find her and clear all this up. Yes, sir. The talisman you young ladies are looking for has something to do with this, and well, I'd appreciate it if you could help us find it. So if anything happens, please call the police. Will. I'm worried about Hitomi, so I'm going to head to where she is. I'll be waiting to hear some good news from you all. Alright, so that was a quick one. So, I'm gonna be an asshole. Next time we get to the conclusion. Bye, everybody.